It's 10:10 as I'm starting this. Hi, hello. If this is finding you, there is probably a message here for you, but always tune into your own intuition. If you feel called to stay, please stay. If not, that's okay. Have a beautiful day. There is an energy of like a storm cloud lifting, the fog clearing after many, many months of heaviness, of transformation. Okay, and Spirit brought through this analogy when I was talking with a friend earlier, of like moving into a new house. Okay, and for this collective, like, timing and dates will be different for everybody, but for this collective, it feels like in the last 6 months to a year, you have been in this period of transition of flipping the script and going inward and doing the internal work and coming out like reborn again, coming out anew. It's the caterpillar going into the cocoon, into the chrysalis, and reemerging as the butterfly. It's the phoenix rising from the ashes. And where you're at right now is like you have metaphorically, or maybe literally for some of you, moved into a new house, okay? And this new house is the new you. It is the new level that you have transcended to. It is the upgrade, the timeline jump, right? It is you embodying your next level self, okay? And this happened like few months ago. This actual like dropping in, like you arrived to the new timeline, you arrived into your new house, you moved into your new house, right? But then there was this period of where you brought all of your old furniture with you into this new house for the time being, and you've been living in this new, right? And with a lot of your old stuff still. And the more time that you've been anchoring into this new house, this new reality, you are realizing the pieces of the old that don't fit the new space, that don't go with the new aesthetic, right? That you have outgrown, that maybe have too much wear and tear, and it's time to give them to someone else or to let them live their next life, right? So that you can bring in the new. And you've been doing this like piece by piece, getting rid of the old and replacing it with something new, very intentionally, okay? And it has taken your focus of like focusing on one thing at a time and asking, what do I want to replace this? Where is there a hole? What am I missing? What am I craving? What is the vision? And then sitting with that, thanking the piece of furniture that has provided you comfort and usefulness, whatever it was, and letting it go so that it can be transmuted into something else, so that it can have a new life, right? Bring joy to somebody else. And you have replaced it with something that is in alignment with the level of the frequency that you are operating at now. And all of that heavy stuff that is from the old that came into the new with you, you are feeling that, like, it's like you think you've let it go, and then you feel something else pulling you back, so you bring your attention to that and you let it go and you replace it with something new. And you have been doing this process, this back and forth, this titration for the last several months, and it has felt very confusing and very heavy and very dark and very like cloudy, because you were like, I thought I leveled up, I thought I jumped timelines, I thought that I had let go of this. And you did, and you moved into this new house, and you arrived at this new level, but there were still lingering things from the old that were necessary to come with you at the time to get you through this transition phase. But now where you're at, you're settling into the new, and you're realizing that you can let go of the old, because when you do, you're replacing it with something new, and it's very intentional. Because now, when you first made this move, this shift, you didn't really know what you wanted, you didn't really know what you needed, you didn't really know what those little holes were, right, until you got here. And now the last several months has been the process of identifying those things, sitting with them with intention, and replacing them intentionally with something that matches your new level of frequency, right? And what is happening now, and with this, if you're watching this as I'm recording it, the 12/12 portal on Friday, which by the way, if you haven't already, please join us for the activation event that we're doing on Friday at 12 p.m. Central. If you can't make it live, there will be a recording, a replay available after, but we are going to be doing this, what I'm talking about, anchoring in, okay, this new you fully and completely. So again, we're in this new house. We now have cleared out all the old furniture. Maybe there's a few little lingering energies that we'll clear out, and we'll do that in the activation as well, but just in general, like you're clearing out these final little like things, and you're like stepping back and just like taking it all in, and like, oh my gosh, I did this, I'm here, and it feels like home now. It feels like the new me, like you were figuring out what the new you feels like and what their style is and what brings them joy and comfort, right? And so you are like stepping back now and seeing this house that you've built, the metaphorical house, in this new level, like, which is you. It's in the home of your body, of yourself, of your energy, like feeling like, oh my gosh, I understand what this feels like now. I know who I am and I know who I am becoming. And so now you are ready to like fully anchor in and just be like, wow, taking a moment to take it all in and just feeling that like I'm home, I finally arrived, and I can like exhale, like drop the shoulders and just and now move forward into 2026, into the year ahead, or whenever you're finding this, into the next phase. And like you've arrived, you've anchored, you've settled in, and now you're ready to emerge and go out and live your life as the new you, as this version of you, fully embodied, fully integrated, all of the lessons, all of the wisdom, everything you've gone through, and fully embodying and integrating that into your vessel and moving forward into the world, doing the next thing that you're meant to do. And that's where it's all starting to come in. But you had to settle into your new home first. You had to settle into this new frequency, attune, like the attunement, right? Like you leveled up, and then there were little tweaks that you had to make, clearing out the things that weren't in alignment with this frequency that you're operating at. And now that you're fully like anchored in that, and again, we're gonna do this together in this collective live activation event. And now it's time to start really projecting out your vision for what is next, for who this version of you is and what they are calling in and what they are ready to hold, what you have the capacity now to hold at this new frequency. Okay, and at the end of this collective activation event as well, we are going to be doing this is for personal and for the world. Like, what kind of world are we building in this new earth energy, like in this new paradigm? What do we want that to look like? And we're going to be really putting our energy into that as well. And that is like, whether you join or not, this is the energy of this message, is like you are now ready to move out of just the I. You've done the work of the I, of the inward work, and now you're ready to share that with the world and spread your joy, your love, your frequency, your energy out into the world for the greater good of all, to raise the vibration of the earth, right? And you are doing this as part of your soul mission, and you know this now, and you are ready to move forward in alignment and truth, and anchored in this new version of you. Yeah, this is so exciting. If this resonated with you, please let me know. I'm sending you so much love. 2026, or this next phase, this next book in your life story is about to be so expansive and beautiful, and I'm so excited for you. Please do join me on 12/12. You can find the link to my website where you can book, get your spot, and I will see you there. I love you.